Good evening all your citizens, welcome back to the City Insider channel. In this video, we'll find out the latest news about Manchester City FC. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss daily update. Man City hit with another bombshell. Manchester City have been hit with a second transfer bombshell after Pep Guardiola confirmed captain Kyle Walker has asked to leave in the middle of the season. Walker was not included in the squad for the 8-0 FA Cup third round hammering of Salford City on Saturday, with Guardiola questioned about his absence. Speaking in his press conference, the Catalan revealed that the England international had asked to explore the options to play abroad at the end of his career, and admitting he would prefer playing other players whose mind is here. The 34-year-old has been linked with a number of clubs, but it appears as though Serie A side AC Milan are the favourites to land him in the January transfer window. But there are doubts over the future of a new City star, with James Mcatee being chased by a whole host of clubs. The 22-year-old returned to City in the summer after a loan with Sheffield United and has spent much of the season on the sidelines. But cameos against Leicester City and West Ham led to Mcatee being afforded a start against Salford, and he made the most of the opportunity by bagging a second-half hat-trick. In England, Fulham, Nottingham Forest, West Ham, and Brentford have all registered interest in the England under-21 international, but according to Fabrizio Romano, the Bundesliga is the most likely destination for Mcatee, who is valued at around £25 million. Champions Bayer Leverkusen, Mainz, RB Leipzig, Borussia Dortmund, and Stuttgart have all inquired about the City Academy product. As per James Ducker of The Telegraph, Mcatee favours a departure from City after growing frustrated with his lack of game time. He could well be pushed further down the pecking order with the potential arrival of Omar Marmoush from Eintracht Frankfurt. Despite his heroics on Saturday, Guardiola had a surprising assessment of Mcatee's performance and said he can still improve. He did, however, still call Mcatee special and talented. "I'm not denying how happy I am that he scored a hat-trick. It's not easy," Guardiola said, "but he can play better. The first half was not his best." He added, "He's a special, talented player. Generation of Morgan, Rodgers, Cole Palmer, Liam, Delap, Romeo Lavia, Jadon Sancho. He was a main player there, the captain and a Man City fan." Man City leading race for sensational youngster. Manchester City are leading the race to sign Leicester City youngster Jeremy Monga, according to reports, with the citizens aiming to continue their superb conveyor belt of talents in their academy with the capture of the 15-year-old starlet, who has lit up youth leagues up and down the country for the young Foxes. There is a solid structure for young players at City, where they can either impress for the first team or secure moves elsewhere, which has been evidenced by Cole Palmer shining at Chelsea to win the PFA Young Player of the Season award last time out, Morgan Rodgers starring at Aston Villa, and the likes of Taylor Harwood-Bellies, Liam Delap and Romeo Lavia all going on to impress at Premier League level. And Monga could do the same if he makes the journey from the East Midlands to East Manchester, according to reports. The report from Fitches states that Monga, who is just 15 years of age, has become one of the most promising young players for his age group in English football, being described as unreal. Already featuring for the under-18 side at Leicester, Monga is already considered one of the best wingers of his generation, per the report, and that has led to City being interested in his services alongside French giants Paris Saint-Germain. City have already set their sights on him in a bid to strengthen their squad in the future, with the youngster showing huge potential in the East Midlands at such a young age. He's a standout in Leicester's academy, and that has seen some of Europe's biggest clubs take a keen interest in his services. City, however, are thought to be the best placed side to secure his talents. The English outfit have boasted arguably the strongest academy in the Premier League over the past decade, producing talent such as England internationals Phil Foden, Rico Lewis, Palmer and Rodgers, amongst others. Leicester aren't willing to let their star youngster leave, though interest from clubs of City and PSG's stature puts him in a great position, with his talents being noticed, and that could lead to a change in destination over the next few months. Pep furious with autograph hunters. Pep Guardiola delivered a scathing lecture to what appeared to be serial autograph hunters who targeted him near his home, asking, "Do you want to live your life doing this?" The Manchester City manager was filmed scolding a group asking for memorabilia to be signed. The footage, which has emerged in the wake of City's 8-0 FA Cup third-round thrashing of Salford City, sees Guardiola warn, "Don't come again. I won't tell you again. I know your faces. Go to school and prepare yourself, guys. You are young guys, so don't be here, wasting time. He then asks, do you want to live your life doing this, honestly? To which one of those present sheepishly replies, no, I used to be a chef. Guardiola continued, let's continue to do it. Prepare better. Hell, man, this isn't for all the people. This is for you. What are your dreams? Tell me, what is it? Where do you dream, my friend? Practice. Hell, practice. The video emerged just over a month after another clip showing Guardiola clashing with a man following what appeared to be City's FA Cup final defeat by Manchester United last season. Guardiola was filmed having to be held back by his entourage upon being heckled by what looked to be a Liverpudlian, who had said, "Just because you lost." The City manager could be heard responding, "Do you know what is lost?" As he was led away, the previous month, Guardiola said he did not mean to make light of the very serious issue of self-harm with an apparent joke about scratch marks on his face and a cut to his nose after City's extraordinary collapse against Feyenoord. Guardiola sported the injuries after repeatedly fidgeting with his face during his side's 3-3 Champions League draw in which they had led 3-0 with 15 minutes remaining. Vitor Reis to Man City update. Over the past couple of weeks or so, the Vitor Reis to Manchester City rumour has turned into something of a drama. There's been claims of offers going in, agreements being almost reached, and even suggestions of done deals, only for everything to then take several steps back with insistence Manchester City hadn't even made a bid a couple of days ago. We covered claims from Brazil, which stated the Premier League champions had sent officials to the country to try and advance the file and see if a transfer could be agreed for the 19-year-old. Now it would appear those Manchester City officials weren't just going for a City break. Palmeiras president Leila Pereira is often talkative and has now told the Brazilian media that an official offer has been lodged by the English club. Although predictably things won't end there, Globo Esporte quote Leila Pereira as saying, "There was an official proposal from Manchester City, but we are negotiating. I will not talk about the amount, but it did not reach what Palmeiras wants, but I'm not in a hurry. Vitor still has a long contract. We're talking, and if we reach a value that's good for Palmeiras, for the athlete and for Manchester, Oklahoma. But for now nothing has been decided." Intriguingly, the Palmeiras president also revealed the gap between offer and asking price isn't so wide. No, not much, but for Palmeiras it is significant. For them, no. Since I am in no hurry, let's keep talking. Ideally, the Brazilian club would like to keep Vitor Reis until after the Club World Cup in the summer. And that's the end of today's video. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss daily update from my channel.